All right, I'm here for Dusty Us's coverage of IEM Dallas 2023 with neaLaN coming off of their tough loss against FaZe Clan in their opening match of the event. So, neaLaN, I want to start off by asking you. I think that was one of the most competitive matches we've seen from Evil Geniuses in a long time. You took, one of the best teams in the world to overtime. Can I ask you what went right in that match that's sort of clicked for you guys to make it so competitive?
I mean, I think we threw this game. To be honest, like we feel like pretty confident for this tournament. Like we were boot camping before that was like for 2.5 weeks, and we have like a pretty good game right now. And I think like what happened in this game probably was like we were like nervous a little bit at the start and wasn't doing the stuff that we're usually doing, and we lost some clutches also. Yeah, I mean,
Do you think that was the main factor that sort of led to them taking it overtime? Was those lost clutches, those lost sort of important must-win rounds?
yeah, I mean, like I think it's how CS is working. Like it's all on the like clutches. Micro plays, and we also like lost the force. I think. Yeah,
So one thing I wanted to ask you with with Dallas is the fact that you have Refresh here with you for the first LAN event. He's been playing for you guys online from Denmark, if I'm not wrong. Has he had a chance to shine now that he's on a LAN environment under your leadership?
can you
Yeah, sure.
repeat?
So Refresh has been playing online, right,
Yeah.
from Denmark. Has he been able to shine for you now you've had a chance to lead him, without that ping disadvantage?
Yeah, I mean, like I think because like it's our first LAN tournament, it's pretty like hard to like be really good. But I mean, yeah, Refresh is like doing well, I think, right now. But I think he could do better. That's for sure. I think for the game and the game, we're gonna be better and better.
Definitely, and we see, Refresh is sort of coming up. We see Breeze had a really good game. One player that's been had a lot of attention, some good, some negative, since joining the team is Wiz. He didn't have a great performance this game, but do you think that he still has room to grow as a player under your leadership? Do you think that he kind of has the potential to become sort of a star opper that the team needs right now?
Yeah, I mean, like the Wiz is like he's like try harding, like he's doing his best, and I think he's just like getting nervous some of the games, but like for this match, he was like I think he was like nervous at the start, but then like he started to be like more confident. He was like saying, like I'm gonna do this, like throw these flashes for me, like and making some plays. So I think yeah, he can become like a good upper. Like he needs to like yeah, I think he'll be a good upper. This is my opinion.
So he has sort of the potential to grow to become
Yeah,
a
that's for
great
sure.
opera eventually. With that in mind, not to put sort of too fine of a point of it, EG hasn't had a great season since the start of 2023. How important is it to the team to sort of have a good result in Dallas to sort of end the first half of 2023 with?
Yeah, I mean like we're always trying our best. We're always trying to win the tournaments, win the games, like qualify, whatever. Like it's tournament, but I think it's like the first tournament that we are like prepared. I think because like we got a really good boot camp, as I said. Yeah, I mean that was like last tournament for us, so we were gonna try our best to qualify for the playoffs, and yeah,
I see. And so one thing that recently Valens revealed in an AMA on Twitter was the fact that he has considered, bringing other players up from EG Black or even bringing the entire EG Black lineup into sort of into sort of EG Blue to sort of play, ESL Pro League and other IEM LAN events. Were you surprised by those comments, or do you think that potentially swapping out players or a wholesale swap might be something EG can look into?
good question. I have no idea.
Is there anyone who's really, really impressed you on EG Black so far? Have you watched any of their games?
Yeah, I mean like Hexes grew up, I think, and he's like playing really good right now. George Jr. I think they're like really potentially really good. I think they're a future of an A, basically. Yeah.
And one thing, so we're looking towards the future. You guys are going to be having a best of three confrontation with Complexity and an NA on NA match. What are your sort of expectations for that game? And do you sort of already have a plan in mind of how you're going to sort of take them down?
I mean, I wasn't thinking yet because like I thought we are gonna go through phase. But yeah, I mean like Complexity is like they're like playing decent, I would say, but they have like I think Haldork is not playing right now, and Sonic is step up again, like playing for complexity. I mean, we'll see. I think that's gonna be a good matchup between the NA against NA. So, but we're gonna do our best so we can go through.
Okay, and one last question. So looking towards the future, we have the player break coming up, we have CS2 coming up, and we also have, the offseason for Evil Geniuses coming up. What are sort of the goals in the player break that you guys are looking to accomplish as you want to sort of start the second half of the year on the right foot?
I mean, just fix the mistakes, what we will have. Of course, like we'll get the break, that's for sure. But we're gonna try to like fix our mistakes for the next season so we can like be really good.
Are you personally excited for CS2? Have you had any chance to look at it at all?
I mean, I played it a couple times, like at the matchmaking. It didn't impress me a lot, because like one thing that I don't like is like when you're shooting, you're like crosshair is shaking, so I don't like that. I hope they'll fix it. But I'm actually excited because like it's gonna be, I think, new meta, and because of this like smokes and HEs, so it will be really interesting.
And what do you think? So, looking at that complexity game, what do you think is the X factor for tomorrow? What player do you think really needs to excel to take down complexity?
From our team,
Yeah, what is your X factor to win?
Breeze.
Breeze is your X factor? Yeah. All right, sounds good. So a lot of pressure on Breeze's shoulders, and we'll hope to see him, do great things tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Perfect.